want to say shout out to our sponsors, Watchman Cigars, Webmerized, Red Hill Brewing, and our very new sponsor, Crave Bath & Body. Without you guys, this episode would not be possible. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Southern Fried Philosophy Podcast, where it's our take on life, liberty, and the pursuit of gravy, while you, the listener, are invited to come up on the front porch, grab a beverage, and set a spell. We've got a great show lined up for you, as always. But before we begin, let me introduce you to our starting lineup. He's number 21 in your programs, number 1 in your hearts, running the video and the Facebook Live feed, the Twitch feed, and all the other feeds we possibly could own. It is Magic Man.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
There we go. Screwing up out of the gate. And our illustrious leader, if you will, the guy that keeps everything going at the control deck, it is producer Brian.
Let's be honest. Magic Man is doing all the work here.
Yeah, that really is accurate. 100% true. And, of course, I be your host, Biggin. And for all those that I got to sign my 7th grade yearbook, I will let you guys know I am still staying cool. We want to say, again, that one got you, didn't it? That one got him. Yeah. Got him.
That was awesome.
And
he's gone.
Producer Brian's down.
He's down and out.
Man, that wasn't even a combo. That was just a swing and a direct hit on the face. He's out.
In your face.
He is out, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Magic Man, will you tell our folks where they can find us on the socials?
Yeah, well, you can find us on, let me get my notes up here because I wasn't expecting this.
I know.
Facebook at Southern Fried
Facebook at Southern Fried Philosophy, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch at SFP Radio. You can always email us at sfpradio@gmail.com, patreon.com. If you want to support the show, please at /SFP Radio. And we are streaming on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and TuneIn app. Please subscribe, like, and share wherever you find your podcasts.
Well done. And like a true professional. He recovered fantastically. Listen, we don't have the marketing budget of these other podcasts. We sure as heck don't have the thousands of listeners yet. But what we do need is you. And our listeners are awesome. We love you. But we need you to do a little bit of work. Just share the episodes, on your Facebook, whatever, your socials. Just let the word out that we're doing this thing, and we would really appreciate it. Season 5 is not much longer, so we're going to wrap this thing up somewhere around September. And so we don't have that much left in the season. We'd like to see our numbers go up, and we really need you guys to step up, tell your friends, and do some marketing for us. We'll pay you somehow in the long run. If you are staying at home and you want your own podcast, you're doing some YouTube videos or fans only accounts or whatever, producer Brian is the guy that will help you edit it. Email him at headlines@SFP Radio or yearbook. He could probably do those. If you would like to be a show sponsor, email me at sfpradio@gmail.com. Also, in any of those socials, if you just want to, shoot us hey, how you doing? You guys suck. Anything like that would be appreciated. That we'd love that to hear your feedback on that. And then also Operation Decisive Victory, just to let you guys know, they have a Victory Day coming up July 17th. And you say to yourself, what in the world is a Victory Day? Well, out at the Rowan County Fairgrounds, they're going to have a military and first responder appreciation event at the fairgrounds. You can get tickets. They're $10, and the proceeds will help help veterans. And then they'll have some music, some games, all kinds of fun things for the day. Just bring your picnic table or your picnic chairs, and just listen to some good music, have some good food. There's some barbecues that will be there. So you may want to reach out. And if you're looking for something to do July 17th, please go check that out. If you, we want to say also a shout out to our listener from Puerto Rico.
Hey.
Maybe I said that right. Hey,
Puerto
Rico.
Puerto. I think so. There's a W in there
Rico.
somewhere, right?
Puerto Rico. Maybe I did that better. Anyway, shouts out to you. Thanks for listening. I'm going to ask you guys like I ask you every week. How you be doing? Magic Man, go.
Peachy.
How's the weather?
The weather.
Peachy,
yeah.
Did not see that coming.
See? We're full of surprises tonight, aren't we? Yeah.
And there's a show title.
Looking out my window. I got sun coming in after that rainy start to the day. We all are fortunately spared the wrath of Elsa, this part of the Carolinas. Mm-hmm. So doing good. Yeah.
I thought Elsa was gonna make it like freeze hail and stuff because of Frozen.
Yeah, and to anyone who has small children, you're not spared from the wrath of Elsa, because I've seen that movie so many stinking times. Anyway.
They actually had a drinking game. I think it was Halloween. Whenever somebody came up in an Elsa costume, you'd take a shot a few years ago when that movie came out, and all the girls wanted to be Elsa. Yeah.
Well done.
Wow.
Nailed it. Producer Brian, how you doing?
I was doing great before we started recording, but I've got a problem. I think maybe you guys can help me out.
Okay.
So I turned 40 like last year, and this weird thing happened. Okay.
Downhill.
I don't know why. And you guys are a little older than me, so maybe you can explain it.
Okay.
Suddenly, I care way too much about my grass. And I don't know why. Like, I'm very concerned about the edges and the state of the yard. And up till a year ago, I could care less. I just was trying to keep it low so the HOA wouldn't find me. Mm-hmm. So what happened? Can anyone help me with that?
Have you started wearing jorts, polo shirt, and New Balance sneakers?
I have not. No, and I'm not wearing dark socks with shorts yet either.
Are you hashtagging?
Yeah. I don't know. I have the same green pants. I can only mow the yard in one pair of pants. I've had those for like a decade, and they're half ripped up. I don't know if that counts or not.
I love that that commercial. Are you being your parents? And he's like, I looked for something. Is that? Did I just hashtag something? Am I hashtagging?
That's when you buy a homeowner. When you buy a house, you start becoming your mom or dad.
Your parents. Yeah. Oh, it's classic. Love it.
Yeah. How you been doing?
Those things. Man, I'm good. You know the deal with my grill, because we've been texting back and forth. I've been. A little bit of the backstory is I've been wanting this grill for months, and it's a master built Gravity series. Really looking forward to getting this thing, and just it's basically a crock pot for the grill. And I loved smoked meats, but I could never do it. Like I never thought I'd be in the ballpark to be able to be smart enough to do it. But this thing is supposed to be to set it and forget it and walk away. Well, I've done 3 cooks now already, and they've been not horrible, but man, it's been an issue. And so producer Brian allowed me to borrow his thermometer. And long story short, I'm like 35 degrees cold from what it says and to what it really is. It's 35 degrees. So now I'm wondering if I have like botulism by eating all these ribs that I've been making and not cooking them long enough. So I don't know. It's been a struggle.
Well, the thing about barbecue with most meats, it's not like grilling. Like if you have chicken, you don't cook it long enough, you're going to die or wish you could die. With barbecue, you're really overcooking technically, because you want all the fat to liquefy, and that happens in those really high temperatures. So you're getting to the point where your flavor's probably there, but it's not like you have to chew way too much. That's probably where you're at, right?
Yeah, it was $225 for like 6 hours for a chicken, and that shouldn't be happening. So
yeah, you cooked it.
Yeah.
It's cooked. It's just not like that wouldn't be crispy. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, the first one I made was good, but the second and it was just didn't turn out well. So, but I did call Masterbuilt, and to their to their credit, they're sending me new temperature probes, an entirely new controller for the side of the deck. So hopefully things will get resolved. Put it in there and go from there. So
good on
they sent an engineer to install it too.
Well, luckily this one is just unplug a few things, a few screws, and put it together. This was the one piece where I really had to put together. It was the control panel. So, so there's that. And then, man, I tell you what, daycare, guys. Oh, so we were planning on going to see my grandmother's 92nd birthday and celebrate with her. And the 2 days before we get ready to leave, small batch is hit with some illness. I'm not going to PHI. I mean, she's like not even 2 yet, but I'm not going to go into it. But I mean, it's pretty detrimental. It's like some big stuff, not life-threatening or anything, just semi-serious. And then it turns out like everybody else had it. And so we missed the birthday. We were stuck home for 7 days with her, and we were about ready to lose it. And then luckily Monday, we had off for work and for July 4th, and then daycare was open. So we had 1 day, and we spent the entire day just looking at each other on the couch, just like exhausted because it was just, she wasn't feeling good, cranky the whole time, and it was just miserable. But luckily she's feeling much better. Things are going good. So good gracious. It's been quite a week. Last week we didn't have a show. So it was just trying to handle all that stuff. It was pretty miserable. So that's the reason why. So, hey, also next week, I want to say that we have Tamina Watson as our special guest. She is an immigration lawyer. I've always wanted to know kind of the ins and outs of the immigration process, like what's fact versus fiction, what's truth versus lies when we hear the news of like how people struggle to get to our country and how much it costs and all that stuff. She's going to know. And so I'm really excited to have her on. She's an author, a lawyer, a podcaster. She's got thousands of listeners. So she knows what she's doing on the podcast stage. So I think it's going to be pretty fascinating. We're going to love to have her on. And so she will be on next week. Make sure you tune in for that. Gentlemen, it is now time for the Southern phrase of the week. We probably need some like music or something like that.
We need to get, you remember the guy from Waterboy? The guy from the that guy? I just want a soundbite of him like saying something, you know?
Okay.
I'd do it, right?
Yeah. Maybe we can get a cameo of him saying, Southern Fried Philosophy Podcast, Southern Word of the Week.
Yeah, that's it.
That'd be good. Let's get a cameo of that. Pay $900 for that. Magic Man, go look on Cameo, see if he's available.
Okay.
So the Southern word of the week is blowing up a storm. How apropos with Elsa just blowing through. If you can feel it, smell it, and see a storm brewing, it means it's coming up across the, if you can feel it, smell it, and see a storm brewing up across the vast southern skies, at a moment's notice, the skies can darken in the summer afternoon and are filled with churning winds and heavy rain clouds that cool down the southern heat. You might hear this phrase when a person sees these changes start to develop and goes inside to tell others, hey, y'all, it's blowing up a storm. So I don't know about you guys, but you can be in this, and I don't know if it's the same way anywhere else, but in the South, if you're outside, you can smell when the storm's blowing.
Oh, yeah. You can
right?
smell
Like,
yeah.
Like, I can smell.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Is that the scientific term? The ozone smell?
I remember hearing that. Yeah, I remember hearing that somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that smell. Do you guys like it, or is it like, oh, crap?
It's all right.
Yeah, sure.
Can you get that in a bar of soap or?
I was just getting ready to say, maybe, I wonder if Lori could put that in a bar of soap. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
bath bomb or
you probably sell a ton if you got that smell.
Call it sweet summer rain,
or blowing up a storm.
Blowing up a storm.
There you go. That's a whole nother thing, man. That's when I have Mexican. Good gracious.
I was getting ready to say, did you hear the description that she gave at first? Didn't sound like rain. It sounded like something else.
I mean, you can feel it too. Like, like the wind changes and you're like, oh boy, here comes the rain. Do, 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 do. You can also feel the other one coming too, can't you?
Yeah. So, speaking of storms, we had a storm yesterday come out of nowhere. So I had to mow the yard in like 30 minutes. So, that just tells you what's wrong with me.
So why are you so fascinated with this yard thing?
I don't know. Maybe I have slightly more free time or something. I'm like, I could do that, I literally have no.
Do you care about your yard?
I was just going to say I'm older than both of you, and I never got bit with that bug. In fact, I have a guy come and cut my grass for me.
Yeah, I've come by your house. I know that ain't true.
Yeah. I love you too, man.
Look, mine's horrible. I pay a guy too. The only thing that's in my yard is like weeds, but it's green. So I'm like, we'll keep it.
Yeah. I have a lot of weeds. So I need to fix. I want to fix that. I guess.
Hey, I told my dad this past weekend if I use broadleaf killer on my lawn, I'd have no grass left.
Yeah. Nope.
I caught myself watching people mow their grass on YouTube the other day.
Oh, y'all. Okay. All right. So we got to have an intervention.
That could be interesting. I've done that too, like professional.
What is wrong with you?
Well, it's kind of cool. It's kind of satisfying seeing like an untamed yard get.
Yeah. No, I don't have a striping kit or anything like that. I haven't gone that far because it's all weeds.
Aim it.
But that's too far.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think you've both gone too far. Okay, so here's what I do like to watch on YouTube. You know that foam that for flowers, like you put flower foam. You know what that is? Flower foam.
Like green stuff.
The green stuff.
That's like terrible. It like disintegrates when you pick it up.
Yes, that stuff.
I hate that stuff.
And you roll it out. Yeah.
But if you the thing for me is on YouTube, they get a knife and they just cut it, and it makes that noise. I could watch that for hours.
ASMR thing. No, I can't.
Yes,
that's my just thinking about it. My skin's like crawling.
I love it. I love it. Speaking about things that make your skin crawl, let's talk about hot dogs.
Yeah, man. So you want to talk about how hot dogs are made? Is that the plan here?
Well, you posed out on our group chat that you were getting ready for Kobayashi's revenge.
Yeah. Well,
tell us the story.
I don't know. Anyway, well, this week we were making hot dogs, so it was easy. The kids. And I'm sitting there like, because I have nothing in my house to put. I kind of like toppings on a hot dog. Sure. I need something else there. So I was just like thinking, and it hit me. It's like, oh, that's a great idea, because we're kind of having a little drought here with content. Why not have a hot dog?
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Always looking for ideas.
Right.
And I felt like the burger draft went well, even though we never got to try scrambled egg on a burger.
Right.
So why not
scrambled egg
on a hot dog?
Right.
That's where we're going here. So it was an idea. So we're going to play a game. Before we get to that, while I was kind of doing some research for this, actually I watched a couple of hot dog eating contests, which I don't recommend watching.
It's
kind of gross. I found an article is someone thinks is the 16 best hot dog toppings. This will get us kind of warmed up, I think. It's summertime.
Okay. All right.
Some people actually
There's
like
only one,
dogs,
but okay, go ahead.
What? There's only one topping?
There's only one topping that matters.
Okay, well, we'll get to that, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, sure.
That's a teaser for later, guys. Number one, this is random website, avocado and bacon. Number two, chili and coleslaw.
Hold on, chili.
Chili and coleslaw.
Okay.
3, baked beans and chips.
that ain't bad. I'll swing for that fence.
Sauerkraut and brown mustard.
Only if you're German Nazis.
Gravy and fries.
Oh, come on now.
On a hot dog.
Okay.
This is gonna get your
I see you.
creative ideas thinking here before we get the main event. Pickles, tomato, and onion.
Okay.
This was an interesting one. Buffalo sauce and blue cheese.
I could see it.
Yeah. This next one.
I wouldn't eat it, but I could see it.
Yeah. Pimento cheese and pickled jalapenos.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Why are we not doing this normally? That sounds like a go-to.
Right. Sauteed mushrooms and caramelized onions.
Like if it's a brat, maybe, but not just a hot dog.
Yeah, it depends on what I don't know that I'd want that on just a regular, like, beef hot dog.
Yeah.
Avocado and salsa. I don't see the point of that. Barbecue sauce and onion rings.
Okay.
Be all right.
What if you put the hot dog through the onion rings and then put the barbecue sauce on that?
Yeah, like the little onion rings. Okay.
Yeah.
Chili cheese and chips. Maybe if it's Fritos, I'd be on board with that.
Yeah, like what are those things in a bag? Like chips? Where you get you get the Fritos, and you put the chili in it, and then you put like cheese and sour cream, and you mix it all up, and eat it out of the bag.
I don't know what it's called, but
yeah, it's this thing. Magic Man, you okay? You look a little sad or constipated. One of the two.
Nope. I am actually typing in the chat to see if anybody out there has any
suggestions. Okay.
Any suggestions? Yeah.
Anybody from Twitch? We got any tweakers tonight?
Tweakers? No tweakers. It looks like
no tweakers.
Both people are that are watching right now are on Facebook.
All two of you. Appreciate it. Tell everybody to go watch the show.
That's right.
All right. Sorry. Go ahead, producer Ron.
Yeah, just a few more here. Peppers, onions, and cheese.
Okay.
I don't know if these are grilled or not. Cheese. Basically, it's like a cheesesteak kind of deal, I guess.
Yeah.
Cheese and fries. Baked beans and bacon. I'm down for that.
Okay.
Mac and cheese and bacon.
Okay.
All right. So that's just, those are some popular choices for hot dog toppings.
All right. I wouldn't say
moving
popular. I mean, they seem decent. I mean, popular, I think it's just ketchup. But go ahead.
Wait a minute. You said you like the ketchup on the hot dog?
No. I'm just saying, like, the ones that you were saying aren't like normal toppings.
Oh, no. These are the more elevated hot dogs. You ever been to like a real hot dog place,
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I like hot dogs, but if I'm at a place that sells burgers and hot dogs, I'm probably not going to order the hot dog. I'd rather have a burger.
No, it would have to be just a hot dog place.
A hot dog shop, sure, no problem, all day. There's a place, I think it's still there, but it's under new ownership in Mooresville. It's called Big League Hot Dogs, and they had like 15 different varieties. I had a lot of this is where a lot of my inspiration came from, the toppings list too, with stuff that they used to make.
Well, and then like depending on what you're doing or where it's at, like if it's at a beach, I'm going to get a hot dog versus a hamburger if I need it portable.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
All right. So here's what we're going to do here. We have a list, a spreadsheet here with lots of toppings. So I've done a randomized drawing to see who picks in what order. When I was testing the random.org template earlier, it gave me the exact same list I put in first.
Okay.
So I ran it again.
Not so
make it
much.
more interesting. So before I give you the draft order, here's what we're going to do. Round one is going to be the bun draft. Okay. So this is all about the toppings. We're assuming it's just a standard, whatever your favorite hot dog is. Nathan's, Ballpark, Hebrew National, vegan, whatever, Beyond Dog. I don't care. I do care. Don't
Impossible Meats.
Yeah. So,
Oscar Mayer.
Yeah, whatever. It's not about what's on the bottom of the hot dog. It's what's on top of the hot dog. This counts here, right?
We're only worried about the top. We ain't worried about the bottoms.
5 total rounds. All right. So this is going to be a loaded hot dog. Should be pretty quick since there's only 3 of us. Round one's definitely the bun. Then the rest is a draft. So once it's taken, you can't pick it.
Okay.
So that's what makes it more interesting. So everyone's not going to have yellow mustard or whatever. Only one person gets the yellow mustard.
Okay.
And I've classified, just to clarify for our listeners, brown mustard as anything that's not yellow mustard. So, Dijon, brown, spicy, whatever. There's only 2 kinds of mustards on this list. No honey mustard. Unless we need to add that, but I don't think so, right? Any contention there?
No, you're good. I love the fact. Well, never mind. Go ahead.
So round 1. So here's our draft order presented by random.org. Picking first. Actually, I want to run this again because I don't want to go first. Here we go. Picking first is Magic Man.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Picking second is Biggin, and then I will be going last.
Is this for all of them?
Or yeah, we're gonna do it. It's not a snake draft. That's too complicated. So
all right. So Magic Man.
So he can take scrambled eggs first, right off the top. And
oh wow. Okay. Sure. So it's through the whole thing.
Yeah. So So we'll do by rounds. So we'll each pick one, then we'll each pick the second.
Copy.
Draft style. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so Magic Man. The first round's what, the bun you said?
Yeah, so buns, and you have the spreadsheets. Our choices, I'm not going to read all. Well, I might read all these I don't think I will actually.
I got to bring it
But
back
for
up.
bun, we have a potato roll, just a plain roll, brioche, Hawaiian, wheat, pretzel, and poppy seed. How many kinds of hot dog buns are there, right?
Yeah. Yep. Good with that.
Well, I have to go with the traditional white bread bun.
Did not see that coming off the draft list first.
Right.
But okay. I'll take. Knock yourself out. That one's out. This is gonna be tough, man. There's a lot of stuff going on here.
Sets the tone for the rest of the hot dog, right?
For the rest of the hot dog, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't think. I don't think I can go wrong with a potato bun. So I'm going to take that one.
Potato bun is off the board, man.
And to be clear and to be specific, it's a warm potato bun.
Warm, yeah, of course, yeah, warm.
I'm warming that up.
Speaking of buns, do you ever get the ones that have they're cut across the top instead of on the side?
Yeah.
You ever had those? That makes me nuts.
Yeah.
I can't. Why? Okay. Well,
it feels like that should be a brat one. You should only put brats in those type of buns.
But those are too small for brats typically.
I know, right? But that's the only thing that it should go in if it's cut.
Yeah, I just don't. Stop doing that, people. That's stupid. Okay, I'm taking pretzel. I'm going crazy here.
Wow.
You left
on the table is brioche and King's Hawaiian. I did not think that was going to happen.
Yeah, the King's Hawaiian is a little sweet.
It is sweet. Yep.
Yeah, I don't. Depends on how the next round goes here.
I'm also frustrated when everything went to pretzel bun in the like, fast food. Like they would put onion rings on a pretzel bun. That's
everything is pretzel. Yeah,
everything was a pretzel. Like
the pub pretzel chicken sandwich at Wendy's is really good though.
Is it? Yeah. Thought about it. Okay.
All right, round 2, Magic Man. The rest of the board is wide open. Okay, so we're not going in any particular order. We have a condiment list. We have a toppings. We have a. Oh, I meant to delete. Hold on. This makes it way less confusion if I do this right here. There we go.
Okay.
Made it easier to read. There we go.
Should I just go across condiments, vegetable, protein,
That's
and
up to you. No, you can pick. So we have a condiment list of vegetable in quotes because like potato salads on there, protein. If you want, and cheese, different types of cheese. Yeah, pick what you want. You can go straight to scrambled egg if you want to, or blue cheese. Just pick what you want.
What the heck? Let's just go with scrambled egg, just for the heck.
Hey, there he goes.
There we
Magic Man's picking a kicker out of the gate.
That's right.
I almost said you could have that for free, but
listen, Magic Man, would you like to do fantasy football with me next year? Because it's been a while since I've done it. I think I can have you on a league.
Yeah, take Tom Brady number 1. That's the first pick. That's what you got to do.
Oh, Austin McGinnis is the kicker. Go.
All right.
All right. Good gracious. So it's anything that's open at this point.
Anything's wide open.
All right. I think for me, I'm going to go. I'm swinging for the fence. I'm taking the bacon.
Bacon. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah. That's off the list.
That's how you play the game right there.
That's it. Man. Okay.
Man. Okay. All right. I can still, it's not over yet. You can
make it up.
I can find something here. I want to go on my pretzel. I'm going to go with nacho cheese.
Well played.
Nacho
I like
cheese
it.
on my pretzel.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. All right, Magic Man, you're up next.
I mean, I'm just trying to help you out, Magic Man. White gravy is on the list, so you might want to add that to your.
Well, he's missing bacon off his breakfast dog so far, so that might be.
That's right. But hey, we can always go with some shredded cheese.
Shredded cheese.
Ouch.
Shredded.
I mean, that was great because it only left me with mac and cheese, blue cheese, and pimento cheese.
Right.
Ooh.
So if you're putting shredded cheese, Magic Man, what type of shredded cheese would you go with? I didn't get very specific here, but the cheddar, is it?
Probably sharp New York cheddar.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I like that with the egg.
Give it a little bit of a bite. Just a hint.
Yeah. All right. Big in round 3. What's your next topping?
This is tough, man, because
Is it?
What is neon relish? Help me with that.
Okay, so have you ever had a Chicago dog?
No. I probably did, but I don't know what it is.
Well, Chicago dog has pickle spears, tomato. Neon relish is like this bright green. It's neon green, like sweet relish. You probably like it. It has like onion. You put onion on this and celery salt. It's fantastic. I love Chicago dog.
Okay. I'll have to get one next time. Ooh, so we got bacon on the lineup. What am I going to put with bacon? Ooh. Man, this is tough.
Yeah. You could sauce. You said condiments are still out there too. If you need to get some.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Yum. Oh, I'm not going to give you any helps.
This one's tough. Yeah. Ooh.
Mayonnaise. Hey, right?
Is mayonnaise? Where is mayonnaise?
It's number 3 on the condiment list.
Oh, there it is, man. Ooh, yeah. Let's go spicy yum yum. Let's just
spicy yum yum.
Spicy yum yum.
Excellent with bacon.
Yep.
All right. Spicy yum yum is off the board. I wouldn't have wanted to pair that with nacho cheese anyway. So
no,
it's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, man, this is really hard. Nacho cheese, pretzels. I'm gonna go with grilled onions.
I like it.
Yeah. All right, 2 more rounds.
Okay. Let's go with fries.
Okay.
French fries. All right.
So right now, for those playing at home or driving in the car, he's got white bread, scrambled eggs, shredded cheese, and fries. All right. All right. So Biggin,
yeah.
Biggin is going to. This is going to be a strange turn of events. You guys may question this choice, and that's okay. You'll see how it wraps up in the end. I am going to add some potato chips.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. These like wavy chips or like Lay's style.
Yeah. So you know those little they look like little French fries, potato chips.
Oh, like the ones in the can?
Yeah, they're like little sprinkles.
Yeah, potato. What are those? Potato strings, that kind of thing.
Potato strings. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's like a chip.
Or you could get regular potato chips and crush them up.
Well, if you get some ruffles and just cut them along the ruffle part,
right?
You have the same thing, right?
Yeah. Perfect. Yep.
So you have a bag of broken ruffles on top of your. That's what's happening here.
Yeah. Yep. That's it.
You pay extra for that.
There you go.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I've got pretzel, nacho cheese, grilled onion. Man, what am I doing here, guys? Didn't think this through all the way, I feel like. Well, I'm gonna add some sriracha to this. Because why not?
Not bad.
So I love it.
I like it. I see what you're doing there.
It's not getting any easier. That's why I made it the round so long, because it gets really, really, really interesting there. All right, last round to complete your hot dog, Magic Man. What you got?
Barbecue sauce.
Okay. There it is. Barbecue sauce.
I love you so much. That's so weird.
It's all right. Good.
So Magic Man's hot dog is white bread, scrambled eggs, shredded cheese, fries, and barbecue sauce. That's the final hot dog for Magic Man.
It's a meal right there. How many of those could you eat? That's the real question.
I legitimately think we should film us eating.
If we could make all these things happen, that'd be amazing.
Oh yeah. Well, we can make it happen.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yep.
Make 3 of each, so you have to try everyone's hot dog, or do you just cut them into pieces?
I'm not eating his. I'm just telling you right now. All right. So my final pick, I've got pretzel bun or potato bun, bacon, spicy yum, chips as the little topping, and finishing it off with pimento cheese.
Oh, you don't have a cheese yet. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Pimento. See what I did there. I told you it would wrap up at the end.
Okay. Yep. That's an interesting combo with the
it's light. It's light yum, so you get a little bit of the creamy, but then you got creamy on top, right?
A little sweetness,
but you got a little spicy at the bottom, sweetness at the top. You've got the chips that's going to add that crunch to it, which I had one in Vegas, and I swore I'll never eat a hot dog without chips on top of it again. An elevated one. Love that to death. So adding the chips, a little crunch, and then the bacon, the salty, sweet with bacon, perfect with a potato bun.
All right. Well, I've left myself in a pickle here.
Oh, you're choosing pickles for the last one?
I thought about it. I honestly have no idea what I'm going to put on this thing.
You got to have a game plan, man. You got to have the game plan.
I did. I thought I had it. The bacon coming off early really threw me off, I think.
Yeah.
My original plan was like bacon, onion, cheese dog on the pretzel,
Yeah, no, that'd be perfect. But
why did I put nacho cheese on there? Man, what was I doing?
Who puts potato salad on theirs? Potato salad on a hot dog.
I mean, if you put a little spicy brown mustard on the bottom and the potato salad on top with some bacon bits on there, that's all you need. It'd be delicious. I just threw out random stuff, If you can put coleslaw, why can't you put potato salad? Baked beans. I mean,
that's true.
Grilled asparagus. What do you want to put on there? I don't care.
Shove that asparagus right up its inner hole there.
I'm going to go a questionable direction here.
Oh, all right.
I think it's going to finish it nicely. And that is, I want to put relish on this hot dog. Sweet relish.
Is that the neon relish?
No, just the classic.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. It's unconventional. You got
absolutely
a little salty with the nacho. You have the pretzel roll, which is already awesome, right? A little bit chewy. Nacho cheese has a little bit of a saltiness to it, a creaminess.
You're at a ballpark already. Got it.
Grilled onion. It's just there because it smells good. Sriracha for some heat, and then you add a little sweetness with your relish. Yeah.
Here's exactly what would happen if I ate yours. Like I would take one bite, and I can see it, the hot dog and all of its contents would shoot out the other side because it just slides right through that nacho cheese, fall over my lap.
Yeah,
it would be a disaster.
Yeah, it's not car food. I'll tell you that. Yeah.
No. So what we'll do is we'll put these on our Facebook page. Maybe we'll on Instas, and we'll let you guys vote on who you would like to, which hot dog you would like to eat.
I need to pull up the hamburger. So I think there's a common thread here that needs to be
absolutely
explained.
Magic Man chooses scrambled eggs.
I think there was barbecue sauce on that thing too.
On mine, yeah.
There was too.
I believe there was. I need to see if I can find. Oh man, where was that at? What was it? Cheeseburger.
Is anybody commenting?
Hamburger toppings draft. Here we go.
Yeah, Leanne Whitley says, where'd it go? Hot dogs deserve cheddar and chili or bacon, coleslaw, onions, and mustard, but no sweet anything on a hot dog.
What was hers? What was the second one? Bacon?
It was cheddar and chili or bacon, coleslaw, onions, and mustard.
That sounds great.
Huh. Yeah.
So
I don't think the coleslaw is sweet though.
It depends on the coleslaw.
Yeah.
I guess I don't usually go sweet. So Magic Man, his hamburger back in 2020. This is like the last show we did before he got shut down. Was white cheddar, scrambled egg, American cheese. That's 2 cheeses, barbecue sauce, lettuce, and ham.
I see a theme going there.
Oh, what was yours and what was mine?
So, Biggin, you had bacon jam.
Of course.
Smoked
There
Gouda.
it is.
Avocado.
Come on.
Sauteed mushrooms. And butter.
Huh. It's questionable, but okay.
I don't know where it had butter even got on the list, but it's there.
Butter's awesome.
I guess, butter.
Yeah, I think what Culver's does the butter buns.
Oh, butter burgers. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, they're very
and
good.
then mine, there's a theme here also. Pimento cheese, pulled pork, sriracha, fried pickles, tomato, and jalapeno.
I mean, if we could put ourselves in our own buckets, I mean, we'd be right on it. I mean, we are predictable creatures.
I almost went pimento cheese on the hot dog. I almost put pulled pork as a topping too, but I decided to
pulled pork would be a great topping for it.
Yeah.
Yep. Have you seen, I saw a recipe for pork. Is it pork shooters? Have you seen those? Did I send that to you?
Yeah, I think so. It's like a sausage thing with something in the middle.
Yeah, so you get sausage, you cut it.
How to do barbecue right guy? Yeah,
you get a little thing of sausage, and you wrap it with bacon, put cream cheese and pepper jack in the middle of it, and then put it in the grill. And you just pop.
I need a good hot dog place near me that delivers.
There's a hot dog shop down here in downtown Concord. But here's the deal. If you're going to do a hot dog shop, for God's sake, don't boil them. Don't. That's horrible. I want them like on a roller. I want them on a grill. I want something, not boiled.
Well, I steam
Yuck.
mine a lot of times. I don't boil them. I usually steam. If I'm doing the side, I steam them. So that's the thing I didn't add was how you cook your hot dog.
Grilled.
You grill it. Do you griddle it, like do like the skillet style? I usually steam them inside because it's a step above boiling them. They're not sitting in the hot dog water, you know. If I had an inside roll, you can buy roller grills for your house. So you can buy all the Bucky stuff and just warm them up.
Love me some Bucky stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, that's our hot dog draft. Hope you guys enjoy that. Hope you're hungry now, and you're not like throwing up in a bucket somewhere.
I don't know. The last thing that Leanne Whitley has on chat saying, yeah, the last thing Leanne Whitley has is a emoji of a face throwing up.
Oh, I want to know what that was in relation to.
Yeah, because there is a little bit of a delay between.
Was it the lettuce tomato scrambled egg burger?
Probably.
What part makes you think adding lettuce is a great idea? Like, that's just water vegetable.
I didn't put lettuce on there.
On the hamburger.
Lettuce was on the hamburger. Yeah.
The hamburger you did. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of things that make you go, in Raleigh, North Carolina, this is a week after an animal control authorities capture a venomous snake that was loose in North Raleigh. Dozens of charges were lodged Wednesday against the snake's owner. There was a zebra cobra that got lost 7 months ago. 7 months.
Oh, so, whoa.
Never reported
7 months?
7 months.
And they just let people know?
He never reported it. And then some guy's like going out in his backyard and is like, hey, there's a zebra cobra. I don't even know what a zebra cobra is, but by gosh, they're venomous and they're deadly.
Let's see. I'm looking them up right now, as you do.
Yeah.
Imagine a cobra, but with stripes.
Okay. Y'all.
That's about it. How big
North Carolina is one of only 6 states that don't ban private ownership of venomous snakes or require a permit. I'm now officially leaving the state. But owners must follow specific regulations, including housing them in secure enclosures with warning signs and notifying authorities when one escapes. He had 36 misdemeanors for keeping various venomous snakes in plastic containers without any locks. 3 others were involved mislabeling the containers for certain snakes. Y'all?
Just fun fact, that particular type of cobra is a species of spitting cobra.
Oh, man.
Oh, watch out, they spit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hey, I need everybody, look right up here. You people that own snakes, I love you, and Jesus loves you. But for God's sake, stop playing with Satan's little hand puppet. He's a cursed animal. He's old, no shoulders. He's on his belly for a reason. He doesn't have legs for a reason, because God himself has cursed him. Don't be playing with these things. They can kill you. I don't need more of these things where they're not supposed to be. So stop it. Y'all, stop it. All right, that's the end of my rant. Guys,
good news is they don't get very big. Only like 5 feet.
That's even worse, because now they're all tiny. They can spit at you.
I mean, they're 5 feet, which is not huge for a snake, I feel like. But nice.
Magic Man, do you play with snakes?
Oh,
family show.
Heck no.
Okay.
No.
Nope. By play with snakes, do you mean get them with the garden hose?
Careful. Do what now?
Get them with the garden hose? Is that what you mean by play with snakes?
Yes. I have a shotgun for a reason. Just to take out a snake if I see it.
I did hit one with a weed one time, a little one.
Y'all.
Didn't end well.
I don't. For you or the
snake, I hope.
For the snake or the weed whacker. Yeah.
Just say he could see behind him real well.
I'm petrified of small batch around and like getting hit by one of these things. I can't.
A weed whacker or a snake?
Listen, Both.
Fair.
Why? And he had 36 different violations. He had more than one snake. He had over 36 of them. What's wrong with you, man?
Is he like related to Joe Exotic?
I mean, it's probably one of his offspring. Y'all, I love you all that own snakes, but y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. I will never own, and I've said this multiple times on the show, I will never own an animal that can kill me in the middle of the night. If it gets a wild hair, if it like comes back from its like little animal group meeting and says, tonight's the night we're going to strike, I'm not dying. Y'all.
So you mean cats specifically, right? That's
cats, snakes, large dogs. No, I'm not doing it. Speaking about things that'll kill you. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo declares gun violence emergency in his state. So just some fair warning on this one. It's evident. I think we're all 2A believers. We believe in the Second Amendment. But I think he's taking a step too far. Andrew Cuomo announced Tuesday that he signed an executive order declaring a gun violence emergency and has told an audience in New York that he's going to sign legislation, that allows civil lawsuits against gun manufacturers, distributors, and dealers for how they market and sell the firearms. The new law would close what he said was a Trump-backed federal loophole. I understand that will allow them to sue manufacturers, again, sellers and distributors. I mean, we're 2A, but this is way above what should be happening. Should we sue Oreo for making fat people?
Yeah.
I think this is like it's the wrong. You're on the wrong side of it. How do you prevent the gun violence? That's where you need to focus your energy, not who do I sue after it happens. Like, how do we prevent unstable folks from getting access to things? You know.
Yeah.
That's I think that's the issue. But so he's on the wrong side of it.
This is reason 2,649 why so many people from New York are moving south.
Well, and to be fair, there's a 7-part plan of this thing. One, treating gun violence as a public health emergency, which, by the way, New York, Chicago, LA have the most stringent gun laws in the country, but yet they have the most deaths and issues of gun violence. He's also targeting hotspots where gun violence is coming from. I need you all to read Over Policing in the downtown area. Having positive engagements with at-risk youth, breaking the cycle of escalating violence, getting illegal guns off the streets, keeping guns out of the hands of dangerous people, and rebuilding the police-community relationship. He said, just like Trump wanted to build a wall against immigration, he is building a wall against gun selling, illegal gun selling.
So the headline on this was about suing the manufacturers, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not all of those other reforms sound reasonable, right? Like improving police relations,
right?
Getting illegal guns off the streets.
Gotcha.
You know, I wouldn't call gun violence a health emergency. I would call mental health an emergency in this country. Yeah. Like, start at the root of all this.
Yeah.
Some of those sound like those are great ideas if you can implement them. And you're backing up like 50 years of stuff there with some of those relationships.
And in this article, it's interesting. It said 74% of the guns that they recover that were used in a crime were registered out of state. Huh. So there's that.
Trafficking.
Yeah. So the idea though is legitimately if Bob kills Stan, just making these names up, Stan's family then could then sue like the gun manufacturer, the gun seller, and the gun marketer, which in essence would and could put them completely out of business.
Sure.
Probably fairly quickly. I don't think that I don't think this is going to hold up. Two, I don't think that the case would actually hold up in court as well. So I don't know. It's just, that just seems way extreme for that. And again, I go back to the idea of at what point do we stop suing people for things that happen bad? If you die in a car accident, is it now Honda's fault? And so now you got to sue them.
No, depends on if it was a defect. If the gun is defective,
sure,
and the firearm goes off, maybe,
right?
Or if the lockbox the gun's supposed to be stored in is not childproof or something like that, because there's ways to defeat locks. Those things to me, that's due cause for that, right? But
sure,
not
absolutely.
If the firearm is working the way it was intended, then it's not. It's the person who pulled the trigger's fault, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or whoever owned the owner, sue the owner of the weapon.
Sure, absolutely on that.
Who's it registered to, go after them.
Yeah. Unless it was stolen.
Magic Man, your thoughts?
Yeah, still, if it's stolen and wasn't reported, like what's the chain there?
Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, I'm 2A as well. It's a difficult. Well, let me just put those. I disagree with that legislation. There's another root of the problem other than gun ownership, because we didn't really have this issue 20, 30 years ago. Well, maybe 20 years ago, but 25, 30, 40 plus years ago, we didn't have this issue. It's only something that's happened within the last 20 or so years. And
right.
It's a mental health problem, but it's also, a society problem where,
sure.
There's a lack of value of life. A lot of these perpetrators, they don't have any value for life, and they have no respect for other people. And one thing I've kind of seen also is that some of these high profile shootings were done by folks that aren't necessarily registered as in the same party as some of these government officials that want to enact some of these rules. So, it's kind of interesting with that too. Or they are registered as the same party as some of these government. I'm sorry, I misspoke there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Yeah. Sorry. It's been a long day.
Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna fix anything. I agree 100% that it's a mental health issue that we love to overlook in this country of how do we fix this. I think, Magic Man, you're spot on. We just don't value life anymore, and we don't respect each other, and we can't even get along on Facebook, on social media. We don't know how to have disagreements and not hate each other at the end of the day. So I'm not surprised, that this is happening. I'm not surprised that I'm actually shocked that it isn't more now. But do we give up our Second Amendment? I don't think that's the answer. But I would agree that if we're going to come to the table, the thing that I hate is the rhetoric of, well, just common sense gun law, common sense gun reform. There's really nothing, at least in North Carolina. I don't know all the states. I don't know all 50 states. We should have Maj Toure come back on from Black Guns Matter to understand it more. But in North Carolina, and I know in Florida as well, the two states that I lived in, you can't just buy a gun with not having a background check. Mm-hmm. You have to go through the proper channels. And if I am selling a firearm to Magic Man, we have to go through the appropriate measures and go to the FFL dealer. Yep. And he's got to go through the background checks. And that's the correct way to do it. Either A, people aren't informed enough to say, oh, I didn't know I have to go through that process, which that's probably hogwash. But two, if they're going to sell it illegally, they're going to sell it illegally, whether or not that there's laws there. And then three, what about 3D printing guns? That's now a thing. And so you can just print out a gun and boom, you're ready to roll. So I don't know how they're going to stop this. The thing that does scare me is if this does happen, that's a very slippery slope of, well, we won't get rid of guns, but we can sue to get rid of guns. So this one state could, in effect, knock out all of the gun manufacturers that there are. So I think that's a way to go. So an insight of what they're trying to do. All right. So last but not least, have you guys seen the story about Sha'Carri Richardson? She's not running in the Olympics.
Nope. I don't think I have.
So she is the fastest woman in the world. Hands down, she's forgot which track and field event she runs, but she's the fastest woman in the world. Her mother passed away a month ago, about a month ago. And then she got, and after that happened, she smoked weed. And then she got tested a month before the Olympics. And the Olympics came back and said, you can't run because you've got it in your system. And now there's a big backlash. This is the first time that we've ever had this many black athletes in the Olympics. And now there's kind of a boycott to say, well, we're not going to run and we're not going to compete in our sport because of this. Now, Ms. Richardson did acknowledge that she smoked weed, so I give her credit for that. And she also acknowledged, I knew it was a rule that I broke when I did it. So the question to pose to you guys is, one, should she be suspended for something like weed, which probably, if it's not this next Olympics, the next one, they'll probably just be like, no big deal. You can, and it won't be a banned substance. Or do we make the exception and just let her go? So thoughts, opinions. We'll start with you, Magic Man.
I'm sorry. I was looking at a chat here. What was that question again?
Well, we'll go to you, Producer Brian.
Edit this out, Producer Brian.
I it's true. I feel bad for her, right?
Right.
But at this point, you're a professional athlete, or might as well be.
Yep.
Competing on the high stage, you know the rules, you know what you're risking, and that's the choice. I mean, you made that choice. I think you have to live the consequences.
Does it affect your decision knowing that her mom died, and that's kind of why she did it, was to calm down? And
I understand the logic. I understand what she was thinking and why that being in that situation. But it just opens the door. I feel like because you're grieving, anything goes. Yeah. Like it just opens the door for other. And the Olympics is like, that's supposed to be like the cream of the crop. It's like a pure thing. These are the best athletes in the world. This is the top of everything. Like, don't tainting that. I don't know. It's PRs a little bit, but to me, and I think it's unfortunate. I think you have to just stick with what the rules are, because it just opens the can of worms for other athletes, and everyone can make an excuse for why they were in a situation and tested.
Yeah. The argument is that it wasn't a performance enhancing drug. It actually probably made it a little bit worse. So it didn't make her any better. It probably made it worse. So there's a thought process of that.
Sure. So, and according to this, she also had less of a penalty than other athletes to test positive for other substances.
Yep. Yeah. When Michael Phelps got caught with the video, he was sentenced for 3 months suspension, But the thing for that is the Olympics was past the 3-month suspension. If she would have been able, if the Olympics were pushed back a month, then, she could run because it was just the 1 month suspension. So yeah, other athletes have been penalized worse for doing the same thing. But that is unfortunate because she's, again, the fastest woman in the world, and she won't be able to compete. So
yeah, I mean, when are the Olympics? I don't even know when the Olympics start. So
here's the thing about the Olympics. So China has come out to say, hey, y'all, we're still doing the Olympics, but we're in state of emergency because COVID is rising.
Wait a minute.
So
is it in China or
it's in Japan?
Or Japan.
Yeah, it's in Tokyo.
Mm-hmm. Same thing.
I did hear they say they were not going to have guests. Okay, what time is this? And take crap out right now. Okay.
I don't know. Sorry.
I did say they were going to do no fans, which is kind of a big, economic deal.
Yeah,
I'm sure that'll be weird though, not having people there cheering you on. They can push it back.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine you trained your whole life for this and you want your family to be there and they can't? That would be tough.
Your family there. You're just not going to have,
gotcha.
I'm sure you can have family. You just won't have, speaking of, I forgot. I just lost my train of thought completely.
Your train derailed.
It's gone. Yep.
Too much bourbon.
Speaking of
hot dogs.
What was the football movie I mentioned earlier with Adam Sandler?
Waterboy.
Yeah. Anyway, you just won't have the "you can do it" guy in the stands for you.
Right.
You can do it.
Looks like we got a lot more to edit.
I forgot the actor and everything. Man, Deuce Bigelow. Who was that?
Male Gigolo.
Rob Schneider.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, he's on fire tonight, guys. He's on fire.
Man.
All right. So Ryan, you've got a few topics you want to talk about. Speaking of.
Yeah. There's a couple crazy things I saw this week. The first one is about China harvesting giant amounts of gene data from millions of women. This came from
blue gene.
Like
what kind of data?
Like DNA type genes. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is from Reuters. Chinese gene company is selling prenatal tests around the world, developed them in collaboration with the country's military. That's the Chinese military, and is using them to collect genetic data from millions of women for sweeping research on the traits of populations. And U.S. government advisors warned in March that a vast bank of genomic data that the company BGI Group is amassing and analyzing with artificial intelligence could give China a path to economic and military advantage. As science pinpoints new links between genes and human traits, access to the biggest, most diverse set of human genomes is a strategic edge. The technology could propel China to dominate global pharmaceuticals and to potentially lead to genetically enhanced soldiers, or
shoulders,
yeah, big broad shoulders, or engineered pathogens to target the U.S. population or food supply. The advisors said, "Y'all, that's crazy. That's happening. What do you all think about that?"
Maybe they just want to try to find out why white people like camping so much,
or glamping.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't trust any government with genetic data because, I mean, I don't care if it's China, if it's the U.S., if it's England, if it's Russia, Zimbabwe. I mean,
my first thought was the pathogen thing. Like you could engineer a virus to, knock out all the blue-eyed folks or something,
Yeah. But,
like they haven't already tried. I'm just saying.
They could.
You've already tried.
Yeah, COVID. But, you could get the genomic traits for specific nations.
How do you spell that?
And engineered. Genomic.
That's a show title.
Yeah, there you go. But get these traits of a specific nation, and you'd be able to, engineer a virus that could target just those specific people.
That's crazy.
China, listen, I'm going to give you a heads up. Straight up. If you want to destroy America, all you got to do is shut down a buffet. That's it. Just shut down the Chinese buffets. We will go mad for some General Tso's and probably kill each other. So that's all you got to do.
Yeah. Maybe they're trying to get over the the height issue. They're tired of getting the stools to reach the cereal on the top shelf or something. They need to do some genetic engineering.
So this is the racist show.
Yeah, I knew that I was too far.
And you can put in your complaints letters to producer Brian at.
No, but seriously,
I'm just being stupid, but I made fun of white people too. Leave me alone.
Like the southern China down the street, they have this honey chicken. I swear to you, like I could eat that every day. Like if you took that away, I would lose my mind. So that's all you got to do. But it is scary to know that anybody has that kind of data. Who knows what's going to happen with it? I do, like, legitimately, I don't understand this COVID thing. It makes no sense to me how person A can have 0 symptoms, person B could die, and person C like loses their sense of taste. Like none of that makes sense. It's completely crazy. So that just doesn't make sense to me. So I think that's already some genetics stuff going on now, but
I agree with that. I wouldn't be surprised at this day and age.
It didn't come from no bat.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
That's all right. So the second article that I saw, it's from USA Today. Humans caught the ocean on fire. Caught water on fire. As a gas pipeline fire in the Gulf of Mexico creates a shocking scene. So in a nutshell, there's a state-owned oil company from Mexico that had a natural gas pipeline undersea rupture and somehow caught on fire in the ocean. And there's pictures. I don't know if there's a way maybe we can get those on the show notes or something.
Pictures are nuts. Look at the article.
So just
the article in the show notes. It's ridiculous.
So basically, you have this. It looks like a lava plume in the middle of a bunch of rough water, and in the lava plume, you see it's just boiling water and fire. But what's funny is they've got fire boats out there spraying water on top of the water.
Is this like a grease fire? Is that what this is? You can't put water in a grease fire. You need like some baking soda or something, right? You need to get a truckload of baking soda, dump in there.
Drop a bunch of salt.
The plane that flies over.
Yeah.
That or get some corn and some shrimp and some sausage.
Oh yeah, Low Country Boil.
We can get our hot dogs. We can get our hot dogs going.
Old Bay.
Hey, that would be some fresh Low Country broil right there.
Yeah, man.
Come on.
Right, not even out of the water. It's just cooked right in it.
It's still in the water.
Yeah.
My favorite quote of that article is, "Never in your life forget the time where humans caught the ocean on fire and then tried to put it out by spraying water on top of it."
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, it's like putting gas in a plastic bag.
And have you seen all the pictures in that article? Because what's funny is you see these boats that are spraying water on there, and then there's this little boat that's way far off, and somebody just said, "What is this one doing?" He's not even close to the fire. It's in our show notes. Just scroll about halfway down, but the boat is spraying it and not even hitting the fire. So
yeah,
it's pretty funny.
They're trying to add to the ocean so it can do its job and put it out, right? It's evaporate. Let me keep filling it up.
It's a little engine that could. Yeah, no doubt. Well, thank you for those stories, Magic Man. Producer Brian, do you have any wacky news for us?
Oh, I don't know if I can top that, but I've got a couple things.
We set the ocean on fire, y'all.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
Nailed
crazy.
it.
We talked about hot dogs earlier. If you remembers that. And last week 2 weeks ago, we had a petition about people wanted Jeff Bezos to stay off the planet. Well, there's a new petition from Heinz and it's to make hot dogs and buns come in equal packs. So people are signing a petition.
Y'all, look, we can talk about Second Amendment rights, whatever you believe about that. But this is something that I think can bring both parties together.
Right. So Heinz, who doesn't make either of these things, they just make the ketchup that people shouldn't put on hot dogs, unless you're under 12. Have a petition saying, why can't, quote, Big Bun and Big Dog get together on this and do the same amount? Just pick the number, right?
Right.
10 and 10, 8 and 8, 7 and 7.
Right.
Like why? Like how many do you have to buy? And what's really funny after seeing this, I think like I had the hot dogs the other day. I'm pretty sure it was 8 and 8. So maybe this has already worked. They fixed it, but whatever brand, it was potato rolls for the record with the weird split down the middle. I forget what the brand. It might have been Ballpark or something. I don't know. Whatever was in the freezer, but it was 8 and 8 because I was looking for extra and they weren't there because I was still hungry. So if you guys are passionate about your packaging of hot dogs and hamburger or hot dog buns, just sign this petition.
Got it.
Now let's go to Craigslist. We talked about Craigslist sometime recently.
Y'all, I love me some Craigslist.
Yeah, so
it's been slightly replaced by Facebook Marketplace.
Okay, well, this is
I feel like I can trust them a little bit more.
This is classic Craigslist.
Okay.
Apparently, I'm trying to find out where to start on this article here. So, an online post went up on June 13th. A little more than 2 weeks before the peacock nicknamed Mr. P was killed in LA. Someone put a hit out on a neighborhood peacock on Craigslist.
Absolutely. No, I understand.
Because they're annoying.
They're loud.
They're really loud, but basically someone put out, so we know it had to be someone local, right?
Okay. Yep.
Okay. They put a Craigslist out for someone to off this bird.
And now he's disappeared.
And now he's dead. And they didn't do a good job of it either, apparently. Like it wasn't a quick. It took a while.
This took a minute?
It took a minute for the bird to die, apparently. It wasn't humane.
That's not good.
Yeah, which is kind of the bad part.
And they're beautiful.
I think this bird's been around for 6 years.
See, at some point a neighbor just lost it. I am tired of that peacock going off. Here we go.
Yeah, people in the neighborhood loved it, but somebody decided it had to go. And they haven't found the peacock assassin yet.
Yeah, everybody says that they do, but then there's the one guy that's like, yeah, I love the peacock. And then that's the guy. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I got a police chase for you.
Okay, love them.
Yeah. So
catching the peacock killer.
That's very possible here. So this happened in Massachusetts. Officers got a call about a stolen pickup truck. Said the man that made the 911 call told officers that a woman whom he said he didn't know climbed in his car and drove away. He used his GPS to find the location. As officers made their way to the area of the stolen truck, they were flagged down by another driver who said their car had been hit by the truck minutes before. They identified a woman at 38 who was identified for stealing the truck, and they eventually found her. The officer activated the blue lights, got out of the cruiser, and approached the stolen vehicle. They said they drove away as they walked. Eventually, after this police chase, because of public endangerment, they kind of pulled it back a little bit, but they caught up with the suspect in the drive-through of McDonald's.
Okay.
So whoever this person was, okay, the cops are off my tail. I need some breakfast.
Right. I need some chicken nuggets.
Went to the drive-through. Yeah, I need my nuggets, my number one, my Diet Coke. So the cops went and got her at McDonald's, but then she like pulled over like out from the drive-thru, like running into stuff. Like this, I don't know what happened. Like,
they told her the ice cream machine was broken.
I get maybe she started at McDonald's, got mad, and came back around. Like, you can't walk through the drive-thru, ma'am. Okay, let me go steal a car.
Watch this.
Come back around, and now the ice cream machine's broke.
Yeah, that would make me mad. Well, to be fair, that was probably like what, 3 weeks later, because she was still in the line, because it takes forever to get your food at McDonald's. So it gave cops a ton of time to catch up. Dude, the one down here, I do know it takes forever. Because
I don't think they're cooking anything back there. I mean,
Hot Pocket would get his double cheeseburger combo meal, and we would at least be there for 15 minutes.
That's a good choice.
Yeah. They are so slow. And the ice cream machine never works. So, there's that.
Yes. I thought I had 2 more, but I guess I only have the 1 more here.
All right. Finish her up.
A herd of drunk Indian buffaloes exposed a hidden stash of contraband liquor and got a group of farmers arrested.
Talk about some Buffalo Trace.
Wow. Yeah, 3 Indian farmers were arrested for selling illegal alcohol after a herd of buffaloes got drunk on their moonshine.
Way to go.
They were reported by a vet who noticed that water in the buffalo's trough had turned yellowish.
Ooh.
They had stuck some bottles in there in the trough.
Okay.
3 tipsy buffaloes blew in India after getting drunk from water in a trough. They hid. Okay, this is repeating itself. Police seized 101 bottles of liquor from the buffalo stable and arrested the farmers. One of the farmers had called a vet when the buffaloes stopped eating and started frothing at the mouth.
I do know liquor is pretty hard to get in India. So good for them.
Yeah, they were some of that magic brown water, I guess. Or white lightning, maybe.
White dog.
Yeah. Next day, the buffaloes began jumping around willy-nilly, continued frothing. The second vet noticed a strange smell coming from the trough and discovered that the water inside had turned yellow. The farmers told him the color was from branches falling into the water.
Does the article specifically says willy-nilly?
Yeah, I did not. I did not add that. This is journalism, folks. When the cops raided the stable, they found bottles of vodka, whiskey, and other liquor worth around $430.
Not a lot.
Not that much, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
There you go, Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace back to the whiskey.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, that's our show for tonight. Next week, again, remember we have Tamina Watson, immigration lawyer, author, and podcaster. So she will be with us next week. Please be sure to tune in for that. Tell your friends, family, if they have questions, we'll be glad to answer those in the chat, or she'll be glad to answer those in the chat. And she won't charge you a lawyer fee. So there's that. So boom, free legal advice. Again, thanks again for tuning in. You're listening to the Southern Fried Philosophy Podcast. That's a registered trademark. And as always, keep looking up. You're listening to the SFP Radio Network.